Hi, music lovers. Welcome to another beautiful experience on Clickvibes. You already know that this is a safe space of delicious street of Afrobeat and African culture. I am Adasa, and I have with me my beautiful co-host.
Hi guys, I'm Adana.
Yeah, and we are thrilled to have with us on Clickvibes at Clickvibes Studio. We are so thrilled, people.
Yes,
We've
sir.
got Gen Z vibes. We've got an amazing artist in the person of Dela. It's nice to have you here.
It's nice to have you, Dela.
Hi guys.
Hi.
You look amazing.
Can we meet you?
Of
And
course.
tell us a brief about your background. Take us on your journey.
Yeah.
Background.
So first of all, my name is Dela.
Hi, Dela.
Hi, beautiful ladies. I'm an Afrobeats artist from Ogun State, Nigeria, and I currently live in Lagos, where I work on my music full time.
Okay.
But like background history into me is pretty simple. I was just a regular girl. I grew up in different parts of Nigeria actually. I lived in Lagos for a while. Then I moved to Kwara State with my parents. I schooled there for the most part. I just finished my uni last year, October.
Congratulations.
And so I moved back to Lagos same November last year for the MBA for Africa program. That's when I go back to Lagos. So music background too. I started music full time 2022.
Okay.
I got featured on a project by an amazing rapper who I also knew from school, named Emags. He put me on this project. The song was called Void, and the song started to gain traction for me as an unknown artist at the time.
Yeah.
So after putting out the record, I had already worked on my own song prior to that, but I didn't put anything out until the project was out.
Yeah.
So after the EP dropped, the EP that I was featured on, like I said, I started to gain traction. I started to work on my own stuff with my team. Started to just plan how we're going to put out our own stuff.
Yeah.
So we rolled out my debut project. It's an eponymous 2-pack called Dela, and it had 2 songs, Solomon and Save Me.
Yeah.
The songs did so well, more than I expected. I'm sure it blew the minds of everyone on my team.
Yeah.
So Solomon caught more buzz than Save Me did and started to give me more and more attention, and I just started growing my fan base from there. So that's just like my story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
So, who are your biggest musical influences? I know there's a lot to pick up from. There are many successful artists out there. So, who inspires you the most? Who influences your sound the most?
Honestly, not to be cringe, everybody that is doing their own stuff, they are a source of inspiration to me.
Yeah.
But if I had to mention someone specifically, I always say it everywhere. As a kid, I've always been a fan of Lagwaja's music.
Wow.
I always loved
I didn't even see that one coming.
I always love his stuff. That was like my own Coco Melon at the time. So Lagwaja, big, huge fan of him and everything that he stands for as a person. All of the beautiful people that we have in Afrobeats now, all of the greats that are doing so beautifully well, they are all a source of inspiration to me. So yeah.
Okay.
What was the pivotal moment in your music career? Like, how did you pick up? What was the spotlight for you?
I've had so many of them. I've had so many, honestly. But if I don't even like to choose any. But if I had to pick one, you know why I can't even decide on one? Because like every time I always have something coming. I always have something interesting happening to me in my career.
Yeah.
Starting from being featured on a project. At the time, I had not put out anything. That was like my introduction into music. And it did so amazing.
Wow.
And I also put out my own project with nothing, actually. I just put it out, just my team. Just did it.
I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah,
You have an amazing team.
Thank you. I love them so much. Just put that out. That was another beautiful moment. Being on the MBA for Africa project too, that was something very, very amazing for my career.
Yeah.
And a lot of other things have happened to me. I got to perform at the mainland block party earlier this year. And that was also something very beautiful for me. After the performance, my performance video online started to gain more traction and also giving me more buzz online. So like I said, I've had a lot of them and I just hope they keep coming because I want them all.
Oh, cheers to that then.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah.
So what's your take on Afrobeat today? I mean, we've grown so much, we've gone out there, but we still have limitations here and there. So what's your take? What will you say about Afrobeat today?
Particularly the women industry, women music, there's sort of like a restriction or a barrier.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly, I'm just going to speak for myself. I understand this. We don't have a lot of women at the forefront, but I know that there are women in Afrobeats. We have a lot of music execs that are women. I might be wrong, but like I see some of them, and I'm just glad that they get spotlighted. And I hope that we put more of the spotlight on the women in Afrobeats because they are doing a beautiful job.
Yeah.
And for the female artists, there are a lot of artists like me on the come up to join with all of the amazing women that we have. I mean, we have beautiful men already doing their thing too, and they are taking Afrobeats to another level. And my take on Afrobeats, it's a beautiful genre of music, an amazing culture.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that the world is tuning into us now. And I know that we're going to get so much more spotlight than we already have. And it can get so much bigger. I'm just excited to be a part of the journey so far. And I can't wait for what Afrobeat has for me. So
Cheers to that.
amazing.
Cheers to that.
thank you.
I like to ask, which song of yours has a personal meaning to you and why?
A personal meaning to me and why? The one that's currently out, that has like all of them have meanings to me though. Let me put that out there. But the song that I still hold dearest to my heart currently is Save Me. It's on the project, the Dela project. It's a song that I know I truly put all my emotions into.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy that people can connect to the struggles that I faced while making the song.
Yeah.
That's just it for me. Save Me is my baby.
All right.
How do you
All right.
stay inspired, keeping your music fresh?
A lot of things inspire me from my environment. I grew up in a bunch of different environments. I grew up in a lot of different spaces. Like I have a couple of experiences that just inspire me to make different stuff. And I have a lot of amazing friends. I mean, my friends are interesting people, honestly. If I had to make music off their lifestyle alone, I have a lot of things to cover already. Then my life inspires me. I like to say that my music is my diary. I just put everything that's happening to me down. If you want to know anything about me, just listen to my stuff. You have context
I heard that.
to me as a person.
All right, then. Before I ask my next question, I just wanted to say you're so beautiful.
Thank you. So are you.
Thank you. So, who would you like to collaborate with in the industry now, dead or alive? Like, who is your biggest?
Hey, me, I like everybody. Yo. I'm not even joking. I like everybody. I want to work with everyone. I always want to know. The reason for that is because I know how unique my process for making music is, and I just want to see for other people. I just want to be there. I just want to witness greatness come my life. I just want to see how their process is. I know people have different processes, so I just want to be there, and I also want to work with other people, amazing people. I can't wait to hear what I'll sound like with everyone.
All right. So, do you have any ritual that you do before you write songs? Do you have any creative process that you want to tell us about?
Any ritual?
Yeah.
No, I just drink water and mind my business. So.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, I just drink water and mind my business. But anything, my producer that I mostly work with, his name is Man. He's worked on almost all of my songs.
Yeah.
And most of the time, Man and I are aligned on the things that we want to do. My creative process is pretty simple. I mostly write a beat alone, by the way.
Yeah.
I mostly write a beat that he sends to me, or we work on something together. Most of the times, we have ideas of what we want to work on. So my team for making music is very small. It's just Man, Dinjo, who is my manager and A&R, and Dela. So the three of us, we just mostly do almost everything together. So that's just my process most of the time. I get a beat. So I have a rule that I go by actually.
Yeah.
I don't think I've said it. Once I hear a beat, the first thing that comes to mind, I just hold on to it and I just run with it. Sometimes it doesn't always work. For like my song Solomon, I already wrote something entirely different to a beat. I scrapped the whole song. I started again. So that doesn't happen often because I like to just trust myself and trust my ideas.
Yeah.
So that's what I do most of the time. And then I go back to the studio to record and we work together to get something amazing out of it. So yeah, that's just my process.
All right.
That's cool. Have you encountered any challenges in the music industry and how were you able to overcome it?
My God is fighting for me.
Hallelujah.
My God is fighting my battles. But yeah, challenges most of the time as an emerging female artist in Nigeria.
Tough.
Most of the things that I encounter, I'm going to speak for myself, like I said earlier. financing is a huge part of the problem because you need money to
Yeah.
put your craft out there. You need money to do a lot of things.
Money answers all things.
Yes,
Yeah.
you need money to do a lot of things. Or you need money is just necessary. It's not exactly a problem per se, but I know that if I had more financing to do the things that I do, I'll have it easier in some way.
Yeah.
And I honestly I don't think I've ever said this before, but as a woman in the music space, I mean, coming up for me, I used to see a lot of people just undermine your abilities as a person. They just think you can't do stuff. I walk into a session and I already know the beast that a random producer is going to play for me. I have to specify, please don't just play anything. Don't ask me that, don't look at me, nah, babe. You already know I don't like the stereotype that comes with it. They just believe that as a girl, you can't do some things.
Yeah.
And for a chameleon like me, I mean, I listen to any type of music. I enjoy any type of music as long as it's good stuff.
Yeah.
don't box me. I have something on my page.
Nobody
box
wants
me
to be
not.
fit in a
Don't
box.
box me into anything. I can do anything I want or feel like doing. And that's something that I really wish that people would just stop doing. Because don't just say, because she's a female, she has to be this type of way or do this type of things. I can do anything.
Yeah.
It's not
I love that. I love that. I love
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, that's so inspiring.
Thank you.
Yeah, so as we conclude, I wanted to ask, what should we expect like this year concerning your music? Is there any exciting news?
Yes, there is
Ooh,
exciting news.
I love that.
I've been working on my
Can't wait.
stuff. I've been working on new music. I'm putting out a body of work this year, anytime from now.
Wow.
I'm putting out my first body of work.
So yes, Clickvibes, let's watch out for
Fans
new music from
anticipate.
Dela.
Yes, for the work of art.
Yeah. So thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, we had an amazing conversation. The first babe that we'll have here on this show. I had a good time. So you guys tune in for our next episode. I can't wait to see you. Bye.